The Kentucky Derby is a great American tradition, having produced the most exciting 2 minutes in sports every year for the last 146 years. A big part of the Derby celebration is what we're seeing behind me, the iconic hats. Now, just because you might not be there in person, it doesn't mean you can't embrace the style. And joining us now is a stylish founder of the Hat Rack, Lauren-Wanco. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us. And speaking of stylish, look at all of you. Tell us a little bit about your guest.
Thank you for having me, Maria. And so for our models today, I wanted to invite over my daughter Reagan, who's wearing a purple fascinator, and her best friend Riley, who's wearing a green fascinator. And I'm wearing what we would call a hatnator. It's sort of a cross between a fascinator and a hat. A little bit of a larger brim. So we're showcasing a couple styles for you today.
All of you look so lovely and very fashionable. And we do talk about, when it comes to the Derby, of course, they're there to watch the horses. You've been there several times. I can't wait to hear about that. But it is really all about the hats as well. I mean, people go all out. You can do it from beautiful, like the hats that you're wearing, very stylish, to just some are just over the top.
There's a lot of bedazzled hats when you go to the Derby. We've been going for about 13 years now, so you see everything from $1,000 hats to people that put dollar bills and they walk around with those and use us for their track betting money. So you really see all different kinds of styles, but I'm more of a traditionalist. So I've been going to the Derby, as I said, for about 13 years, and thank God we stay with a bunch of friends that we love. And they've been storing my hats for me for the last 3 years, which, as you can imagine, these hats, they take up a lot of room. So you usually would store these in a hat box or this in a hat box, and I'm sure I filled up all of her closet. So I started thinking about it. I'm like, I wish I could just rent a hat. That's what I do for my dresses when I go. So I thought about the idea, and I'm like, it'd be nice just to have a collection of hats that you could rent for a fraction of the price. You wear it, you rent it, and you return it. It makes it easy.
And as you mentioned, they can be very expensive. And so how does the process work here in Las Vegas? Do you have a shop here? Do they go pick it up? Do they do it online?
We are all online based, and so you can go onto our website, which is www.hatrentals.com, and you can choose for what style you're looking for. If you're looking for a regular hat, something like this, more of a hatnator, or something like the fascinators like the girls are wearing. You can sort by color, by style, and it also explains to you how you should.
So a fascinator would typically be worn on the side of your part.
And let's go ahead and show your lovely models as well, so you can show us how their hats are worn. Because as you mentioned, there are so many different styles of hats when it comes to the Derby.
So you see Riley here is wearing a hat, and we purchased this hat based on Meghan Markle's choices. So as you know, a lot of the royals like to wear hats for all of their wedding and high functions. And she wore recently an emerald green, beautiful fascinator that was really popular. So I styled this one off of Meghan Markle's choices. And then Reagan over here is wearing a purple fascinator. Come on, Reagan. And she's wearing it in a typical style that you would see in the Derby. So normally a lot of women will pull their hair over to one side. They wear the fascinator on the side of their part, and then they style a little fancy bun. Sometimes you'll see curls, and they put it over into the other side of their hair.
I love a good fascinator. Give us more information. Where can we go check out these beautiful hats?
So if you want more information, go to hatrentals.com, or you can email me directly at lauren@hatrentals.com.
Your models were lovely. You're lovely. Thank you so much for joining us, and have fun watching the Derby.
Thank you, Maria.